I have returned to making build videos, but they will be more sporadic than before. I definitely don't have the same time I used to have, but today I will be bringing you a Strand build using the new aspect Threaded Specter, which I've been using this season, and it's been a lot of fun. It might not be the strongest in endgame, I'll say that up front, but it's very fun, I think, for pretty much everything else. So without further ado, we'll get into the subclass, and we will be using Gambler's Dodge to get our melee back when we dodge near enemies, and we'll be using the Grapple. It's very fun. We'll be using Widow's Silk and Threaded Specter as our aspects because I found that Threaded Specter and Ensnaring Slam actually conflict with each other a little bit, so I found more success with this setup of aspects. As the fragments go, we'll be using Thread of Warding so that we truly have woven mail all the time, picking up orbs of power or by using our exotic. I like Thread of Continuity because it lets the effects last longer, and I'm using Thread of Generation, which everybody should always be using this, just free grenade energy on any type of damage. And I'm using Thread of Evolution just so our Threadlings do more damage from Threaded Specter, and because I'm using a Hatchling weapon. But this is the fragment that you can switch up, do whatever you want with it. You can pick whatever fragments you like. I personally enjoy having unraveling rounds, so after the season I might be using Thread of Propagation here. Or maybe you want to use the fragment that helps your super with suspending effects or whatever it's called. This is really up to you here, and you can change it up however you like. As the artifact goes, as I mentioned, the only two perks from the artifacts that really matter are these two up here. Strand Soldier gives you unraveling rounds to your strand weapons every time you gain woven mail. Very good. And improved unraveling goes right along with it. It increases the damage that unraveling does to a target, which means our unraveling rounds will be doing more damage and they will be up all the time from Strand Soldier. So kind of a perfect pair here. I really enjoy these perks. They've been very good so far for me. Now onto the armor. We'll be using Arachne's Facade because it gives you woven mail every time you grapple. And that's why we're using the grapple grenade. I find this exotic very good. It helps you have woven mail up all the time, including when you use the fragment. But we'll be using Dynamo to get super energy since we'll be dodging near enemies a lot. Harmonic Siphon to create orbs, and an ammo finder, but that's where you can switch that up however you like. In the gauntlets, Focusing Strike and Impact Induction will give me grenade and class ability energy on melee damage, not kills. So that's very good because the melee can go to multiple targets. It synergizes very well since we just have to dodge to get our melee back. And I put on heavy-handed so that when our melee gets a kill, it will spawn an orb of power. Now for the chest, we have charged up. I just like having more charges, but you can change that up if you like emergency reinforcement or reserve mods. And as always, use resistance mods as needed for the activity you are doing. Now for the pants, we will be using, I use this in every build by the way, Recuperation so that orbs of power heal you, Insulation so that orbs also give you class ability energy, and Stacks on Stacks so that every orb you pick up counts as 2 charges instead of just 1. And that's what I always use, man. Same thing. And in the class item, I should say, Utility Kickstart, so that we gain class ability energy back when we dodge and have charges. Very good for keeping up your dodge. Reaper, so that we can spawn an orb of power after a weapon kill after we used our dodge. And the new mod, Powerful Attraction, which picks up automatically orbs of power near you when you use your class ability. Very good, because then you dodge, you heal when you pick up orbs, and you gain woven mail, but you can also use Bomber to gain more grenade energy to help your grapple uptime. But that's pretty much it for that. As far as weapons go, the only thing I would say is a strained weapon, since so that you can use unraveling rounds, and perhaps hatchling on that weapon. But apart from that, it's up to you once again. I really enjoyed this build. I hope you enjoyed this video and that this build can be useful to you. As I said before, I will be trying to post more builds in the future, but they will be more sporadic than they used to be. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.